All right, welcome back to the Mike Fitzpatrick team. Today we have a real estate question from Peggy in Coatesville. And her question, if I'm not mistaken, Nikki, it's that, hey, I do want to buy, but I'm going to wait, you know? So what
Hmm.
do you think the most common, like if you were in your situation or make up a situation, if you were in a situation that you wanted to buy now, you wanted a beautiful house, like your friends just bought a house, your parents just bought a house, or somebody just bought a house, you want to buy a house. What would be some of the things that would hold you back from doing that?
The way that the news talks about how high the interest rates are, um, the way that people just how high prices are for houses in general.
So let's look at the interest rates. Believe it or not, real estate, I'm sorry, interest rates do not affect your payment. They affect your payment, but do not focus on what your interest rate is. I don't care if the interest rate is 5% or the interest rate's 15%. Okay. The current market that we're in right now is not for everybody. So let's say you're hesitant. Let's say, hey, the interest rates are 7%. I'm going to wait for it to drop to 5%. And that should happen in about 3 to 5 years. And let's say you're right. Let's say you're right. But let's look at this now. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, if you only focus on homes that are nines and tens and say, okay, well, I found something here. Let me call my local real estate agent up, give him a call. I'm going to go out there. I do like this property. I do want to put an offer in it. But I'm going to take this property and the figures over to my mortgage company and say, hey, look, run me some scenarios. And they're going to come back. And if those scenarios don't work, no, I move on. This market's not for everybody. But if that good faith estimate comes back with a monthly payment that you're able to cover for the next 5 years and comfortably, and you can cover the money that you're going to need at the table, why lose this house? Because here's what's going to happen. Let's say you're 100% right. Let's say it drops from 7 to 5, but I bought at 7. What can I do in 5 years?
Refinance.
I can refinance. Oh, okay. So now I got my house with the equity and I got a lower payment. But let's say I waited to get that 5%. Well, first of all, that house is gone. But guess what's going to go up if those rates go down 2%? The buyer, more buyers are going to come on the market. You're going to have more competition. So there's going to be a chance that you're going to be bidding over asking. So that's another 10, 15, maybe 20,000 that you're paying over. But guess what's also going to go up in 5 years? The real estate market, the value. Okay, now this I can prove. Okay. So that house that you're going for 450 in 5 years, it may be worth 475. It may be worth more. Since 1941, the real estate market, look this up, please look this up. Google real estate market trends, and they'll give you a graph from 1941. Use AI if you want to now. 7 times. 7 times the real estate market has gone down. That's it. So you're going to take that chance that the value is going to go down. It's going to plummet. Sorry, you're using a bad algorithm. So that is one of the reasons that you should not wait. I'm not saying that you got to take your real estate agent out there 4 days a week and go look at properties that don't even meet your criteria. Absolutely not. There's times where you need to hit the brakes, put a bookmark in it, but you also need to keep an eye on the market to see if that property is for you. What other factors do you think happen besides price, besides interest rate? How about if I'm scared about having a mortgage payment? Well, Nikki, if I told you to buy a duplex and a monthly payment, you were good to cover that. And it's just going to be you and maybe a boyfriend. You move into the bottom unit, you rent the top unit out. Now you have income coming in, and now that monthly payment of $1,500 is scratched down to $200. You think you can afford that each month? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, right. Yeah. Um, but there's so many factors out there. You just have to, but they're the two most common. Everybody's listening to the news, just like you said, interest rates and sale prices. This market's not for everybody. But if I'm telling you if this market could be for you, do you even know that it's for you? Okay. All right. Any other questions? Reach out to us at 267-549-2505.